हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम टू माय न्यू वीडियो। तो आज के वीडियोस में हम काफी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज देखने वाले हैं। फाइनली आई गॉट अ यूनिफाइड ड्रीम राउटर फ्रॉम माय फ्रेंड। So in this video, I will make a full setup video how to set up a UniFi Dream router from scratch, how to start a UniFi network application, what different applications UDR can run, and we will talk about the pros and cons and everything. So ये videos काफी full fledged UniFi Dream router के बारे में होने वाला है। इसके क्या एडवांटेज है, क्या डिसएडवांटेज है और क्या पर्पस के लिए है, क्या ऑडियंस को ये टारगेट करता है। And you can see the UDR itself at the front. You see the LCDs, I mean the screen where you can see the status of your WAN status, everything. On the back side, you will see the Ethernet port. First port is the internet ISP port, and all other remaining port are the Ethernet port, out of which two ports are the PoE ports. Here is the power cord to power, and here you get a memory card slot. So on the back, you see the reset options and everything. So yeah, in this video I will cover the whole topic of the UDR, how to set up, how to reset, how to create new networks and everything, like how you can add a UniFi Protect devices on this UDR, because this UDR supports UniFi Network, UniFi Protect, UniFi Talk, everything. So stay tuned, you will get to know more about it.
So this UDR is already adopted and managed. So first of all, we have to reset it. So I will plug the power cord and then I will reset the UDR. तो ये उसका power cord है, आप देख सकते हैं, and I will connect it to the here. So this side. Okay. तो पावर कॉर्ड से इसको कनेक्ट कर दिया। अब इसको ऑन करते हैं। सो अभी हमें इसको रीसेट करना है। सो रीसेट का ऑप्शन इसमें बैक साइड है। सो बेसिकली अगर आपको इसको सिंगल टाइम प्रेस करेंगे तो ये रिबूट होगा, लेकिन हमें इसे रीसेट करना है तो उसको लॉन्ग प्रेस करना पड़ेगा, तब जाके ये यूडीआर रीसेट हो जाएगा। फर्स्ट लेट्स बूट इट। Restarting now. As you can see the percentage 1%. When you boot it after a long time, it takes some time to come up. So it's now 54%, 55. So to wait. Okay, so now it's booted. It's saying plug-in cable, the Ethernet is disconnected. So first what we'll do, we will press and hold this reset button. You see it's resetting to factory default. You heard the tone of that. It's restarting now. After it restarted, we will talk about the UDR, what specification it has, and what about the Ethernet ports and everything. So it's restarting. You see the ubiquiti logo again. Okay, so it's booted now. After factory resetting, it came up plug-in LAN Ethernet disconnected. So let's talk about the features. What is this product from the ubiquiti and where you can use it? So basically UDR is all-in-one UniFi devices. It has UniFi consoles, and basically this is a gateway also, router. Also you will get a Wi-Fi here, both 2.4 as well as a 5 gigahertz. So all in one solution. You can run UniFi applications like UniFi Network application, UniFi Protect, UniFi Talk, UID. All those applications you can run with this using this single UDR. You don't need to get any other applications like software applications to run the UniFi software. So basically it has 5 Ethernet port, out of which first port is a 1 Gbps WAN Ethernet port and 4 LAN ports, are also a 1 Gbps, out of which two port number 3 and 4 are the PoE ports. Also it get a 128 GB of internal storage and a micro card extension slot you can use. Also it supports 5 GHz Wi-Fi band with a 2.4 Gbps throughput rate and 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi band with 600 Mbps throughput rate. So it's a complete solution. If you want to have a UniFi network, all-in-one solution, so you can get a UDR. So basically there are also some limitations. For example, you have a large site and you have a multiple UniFi devices. Like this is just a single devices, and you have a Wi-Fi inbuilt on it, 2.4 and 5. But if you want to expand your network, you can have a UniFi access point connecting to this LAN directly, or you can have a switch like a small 8-port PoE switch, so you can expand your network. So with the UDR there will be some bottleneck. If you will try to increase your devices, the UDR will throttle after some time, adding more and more devices. We will check back later the resource calculator, what are the recommendations from the Ubiquiti, how many devices you can manage on a single UDR. So that's it for now, and later on we will connect the Ethernet cable WAN connection and we'll try the adoption method. Connected the internet connection cable on the WAN port of the UDR. As you can see here, I have connected, and right now it says no internet detected, contact your ISP. Okay, so what I will do, I will check with the ISP to release the MAC address. So once MAC address is released, then we will get an internet connection, and also I will connect the UDR, one of the LAN port, to the laptop, so I can configure and adopt this UDR. I have connected the LAN cable also on the port 1 to the laptop. So now we will check back on the screen the adoption process of the UDR. You can see here setting up the console, and the setup says completed. Now you can check here the speed connection, the Wi-Fi devices, everything. The UDR setup is completed. It's updating the firmware. So we will connect to the UDR and check if we can set up and manage everything. So it's updating the firmware. You can see the LED status also. So 100% completed updating. Now it's restarting. So we'll wait for it to restart. Okay. So I have connected the UDR LAN cable to the laptop. So I will set up the UDR now, the default IP of 192.168.1.1. So you will see the UDR screen. This is the UDR back side and the front side, and you see the UI is committed to protecting your privacy and security. Just a disclaimer about the security and privacy. Now we'll see the setup option, setup UDR. So click on setup UDR, and it will connect to the internet. As the WAN cable is connected, so it will try to connect to the internet to see there is an internet node. If it's not detect the internet, we have to click on advanced internet options. So it did not detect the internet, so I will click on advanced internet option, and my connection type is triple PoE. I will give the triple PoE username and password and set the Google DNS 8.8.8.8, and I will save the changes. Okay, after that it will connect to the internet. So you see connecting to the internet option. So internet detected and it is connected. So now I will give the UDR name and agree to the terms and services. Okay, now it says to sign in with the UI account, or you can create a UI account and sign in with it. So I will proceed without a UI account. Okay, I will set up the local access of the UDR. I will set up the username and the password also. So right now I'm setting up the password. it should contain lowercase and uppercase both, and must contain a number also. It should be strong password, lowercase, uppercase, and a number. Okay, I will create a local access, and I will create a Wi-Fi setup also, like the Wi-Fi SSID. So I will give the SSID name and set the password on it. Password length should be minimum 8. Okay, after that I will click on next, and then it will do a speed test on my WAN connection. So right now it is downloading, testing download test, and then it will test the upload test. So this is the 100 Mbps connection from the ISP. Down and up is 100 Mbps. Okay, now I can set the internet speeds. I can adjust the speed there. Okay, I will set up for 100 download and 100 upload, and I will click on next. And if you want, you can change the default IP. Right now I will provision with the same IP of 192.168.1.1. I will click on finish. So it will set up the console, the UDR console. Once set up, you will get the option as setup has been completed. So you can connect to the Wi-Fi, and you can access the UDR locally, and then after you can sign up the UI account to access it. So the UDR setup has been completed. Now I am accessing it locally with the password I have set. Once I'm logged in, you can see the application. So that disadvantage of UDR, it only runs 2 applications simultaneously. So you can run applications as network and protect if you want. You can't run all the applications simultaneously. Here you can set up the admins, the console settings, where you can set the name, set up the backup, location, time, and even you can set up the SSH access to the UDR. And you can set up the push notification settings on the email, like the UDR update is available or not. Yeah, here you can set the storage. Right now there is no SD card installed, therefore there is no storage showing. And this is the console model, firmware version, IP address, the UniFi OS version, the MAC address, how much memory, SSD storage, everything, all the details you will see. So now I'm running on the version 7.3.83. so you can see you only run 2 applications simultaneously. So I'm running the UniFi network now, and this is the dashboard of the UniFi network controller. Okay, you can see the UDR test, you can see the gateway IP, the dashboard, and the system uptime. Right now the UDR test is connected. You can see it has a Wi-Fi 6, 2.4 gigahertz in the 5 gigahertz band. This is the ports options. So the first port where my laptop is connected, and there is a WAN port also where the internet is connected. Here you can set up the Wi-Fi, like you can set up the password. You can click on the advanced option, set up the band like 2.4 or 5, all the options you can set. So right now I'm setting up the default one. There's no need to create any advanced config. So here you can configure networks on the UDR, like if you want to create any new networks, like for separate VLAN networks, you can create it here, and you can set up different VLANs, multiple. Here is your internet connections. This is features with UDR. UDM console support the teleport VPN, like one-click VPN you can set up. Here is the traffic management. You can set the rules, traffic rules, static routes. You can set up the rules. Here is the firewall security, where you can set up the country restriction, threat management, DPI, like IPS and IDS you can set up. Here you can set up the profiles. This is the systems option, where you can select the theme, light theme, dark theme. You can set up the updates, like you can set up the automatic updates. Here you can choose the backup. You can set up for the backup, auto backup is enabled. And this is the clients tab. Right now only laptop is connected to the UDR directly. You can see the status. So it's now you can run the product application and see the product interface. So no camera has been added, but I will add the UniFi G3 instant to the UDR product application, and then you can check the interface. Now you have seen I've successfully connected the UDR to the internet, and one of my laptop is connected and it's getting an internet. So router UDR has been successfully configured, and you can see the speed. I mean the on that screen you can see the download and upload mbps, and one wired client is connected to the network. So we'll try to connect to the Wi-Fi SSID also and test some speed. Now we will connect the UniFi camera, because the UDR run the UniFi Protect app also. So you can just run the two applications of the UDR. As we have seen on the dashboard, it says you can run simultaneously two applications, UniFi Network application and UniFi Protect. So we will power on this UniFi G3 instant and adopt it on the UDR UniFi Protect app. I've plugged the UniFi G3 instant and I've just powered it on, so it's booting up, and once it is boot up, I will try to adopt it on the UDR UniFi Protect application. So right now I am trying to adopt the UVC G3 instant, like the UniFi G3 instant camera on the UniFi Protect app running on my iPhone. So I have just power it on and it is right now booting. I have done the videos on previously on my channel regarding how to adopt the UVC G3 instant Protect cameras on the UniFi Protect app. So like this is right now I'm adopting, and I will add this G3 instant camera on the UDR Protect applications. So it will scan for the Wi-Fi, so I will connect to the same UDR network Wi-Fi, so it will adopt it on that network. So UniFi Dream Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi SSID, I will connect to the Wi-Fi net. It is connecting to UniFi Dream Wi-Fi SSID. So it should be added now. You can see the G3 instant has been added, and right now it will update its firmware. So it is updating at the moment. Once it is updated, you will see the UniFi G3 instant will be connected to the UniFi Protect app running on the UDR console. So it's still updating. So right now it is updated to the UniFi Protect app. So UDR has also one features where you can use the UniFi WiFiMan applications, so you can directly test the speed from the WiFiMan app. So right now I'm testing the download speed and upload speed. So you get full features when using the UniFi console devices like Dream Router, Dream Machine, UDM Pro. Like the WiFiMan shows more options. You can see the physical strength, 5 GHz I'm connected, what channel I am using. You can even check for the signal strength features, and even you can set up your floor plan on it. So right now you can check the latency, 5 millisecond, 4 millisecond. You can check the throughput, network throughput right now, and even you can check the signal strength also on the WiFiMan app directly. You can see the signal strength right now, minus 43 dB, and I'm connected to Wi-Fi 6, and the physical speed. Yeah, you can scan for the network, and this is my discovery tool nearby devices. So that's a good feature for the WiFiMan app.
It's on the UDR. I have been using UDR for around 2 weeks, so I can give some inputs where you can use this UDR and what's the advantage and the disadvantage of the UDR. So first of all, the advantage of the UDR is you can use this on on your home network where you don't have lots of devices connecting to the networks. Also, this UDRs come with the UniFi 6 Wi-Fi standard 802.11ax standard, so all the latest smartphones and the devices support. So you get better speeds and better range also when you connect to the Wi-Fi networks. As you can see here at the top of it, it says UniFi 6 and Also, you get when you check the screen, you get a better view, like the dashboard, how many clients are connecting, Wi-Fi client, wired client, and your network speeds, like download and upload, current live speed. So yeah, and the one thing I would talk about the disadvantage, like when you have a large network, you can't rely on this UDR, because it won't support large networks where you have a lots of access point connecting to the UDRs. For more roaming and networking. So like you can run, also there is one disadvantage more, you can run only 2 simultaneously application on the UniFi network, where it supports all of the application UniFi, but due to the memory limitations and the hardware limitations, you can run only 2 applications, like for example UniFi network applications and the UniFi products. You can't run UniFi talk and UniFi access when you run those 2 applications. So that's also a bottleneck. And also one thing I would say, that this UDR does not support any WAN 2 features, like whenever your WAN 1 got fail, it fail over to the WAN 2. Yeah, it's a small form factor router, all inbuilt router. Also, you will see one good thing, like 2 ports on the UDR supports PoE, so you can power your networking devices using these Ethernet ports. Also, you can get an extra memory, like you can put the external storage, extra memory card also if you want, but you only get one WAN ports, so there is no like failover. Okay, so yeah, it's good for small home networking networks, and like I have only adopted this UDR, and I have adopted UniFi G3 instant cameras. So I think like you can manage the UniFi product also, but it due to the memory limitations, it would support almost I didn't check the resource calculator, but as far as I know, it should support 4 cameras, like more than 4. So like it's a 1080p camera, so 4K will utilize more memory. So as per my understanding, you can have 2 4K cameras or 4 1080p cameras. So yeah, that's it for the today's video. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please comment down, like and share.